What is going on, YouTube? At the request of people on the RPF, apparently, I'm giving you some insight into my Disney Park exclusive Rogue One Vader lightsaber. So I'm gonna be upfront in that I don't know a whole lot about the actual movie prop. So I'm not really gonna speak to how accurate it is compared to a real film used hilt. Instead, I'll let you kind of make that decision based on your own knowledge, which is certainly much more than I possess. But I will show you some as many detailed shots of the lightsaber as I can. So starting off, we'll do the power up. Now, one thing to note is there's a very short delay between ignition of the lightsaber and when it actually begins to hum. So pull that out right now. So again, you can hear that there's maybe a half-second delay. I'll play that again for you. And going on now. And there is also a noticeable loop in the audio. So I'll play the full audio loop for you guys so you can hear it. And there was just that. The blade isn't the brightest, and I know it's kind of tough to tell with the light on in here, and then even when the light is off. But when you see it in person, it's sort of a dull red. So it's not as bright as maybe some of like the older Master replicas or Hasbro lightsabers. But one cool feature is that if you have the Rey Disney Park exclusive lightsaber, you can actually swap the blades. So the sockets fit either blade. So I'll power it down, and I'll show you how the blade is removed. Okay. So this is unscrewed and removed. And then using this here, and I'm sure there's a canon name for that, which I don't know, but you hold it in. I'm trying to do this one-handed, so awkward turtle. And just like with the Rey one, you turn it and it pops out. So it's nice that it's in there really securely, and I also like that it still has the string of LEDs inside, so you still get the ignition effect. Excuse me. Unlike say a dueling lightsaber where you just have the 3 LEDs seated inside the hilt. So anyway, so you can remove the Vader hilt, the Vader blade, and snap in the Rey. Throw that back on just for effect. And I'll turn the light off so you can get the full effect. But here we go. And you now have yourself a blue Darth Vader blade. So, you know, certainly not necessary, but it's just kind of fun and cool that you're able to do that. And likewise, you can swap the, well, I would assume that you can swap the Vader blade onto the Rey Graphlix hilt. I have not done that and actually powered it up only because I don't have the battery pack on me. That's actually just sitting in my truck somewhere. So So with this lightsaber, you got your swinging sound effects, in addition to the idle hum and the ignition and power down. Doesn't seem like you get any clash effects though. I guess that's probably a byproduct of the removable blade. So put that back on, and I'll pop the blade out, and then I'll just kind of go over the hilt so you can get some detail on it. Go put you down 1 second. So here is the actual hilt, and again, I don't know a ton about the Vader hilt, but I'll try to show you some of the details on it. So it might be difficult to see it, but underneath the blue and white wire, you have, looks like an E embossed into the metal. Same thing under that brown and white wire, you have another E. So it's cool that even though those details aren't visible, that they still include them. Has a pretty good weight to it. Not bad for for a Disney lightsaber. My expectations would have been pretty low, but overall I like it a lot. And the grips are sort of a pliable rubber compared to like the hard plastic grips that you often see on these. And each one has a set of screws, which again, I don't know if that's accurate to the Rogue One saber, but there it is. And it also has hints of weathering around it. So I like that they include some paint on it. I think that's cool. Gives a sort of an aged look. The underside. And I don't really have a ton of... actually, hang on. Perfect. Like I said, I just moved, so everything's kind of a mess. But I'll show you this hilt in comparison to Roman Prop's accurate Obi-Wan. So, kind of bumped up from pommel to pommel. You see that the Vader is just maybe half an inch longer than the Obi-Wan Kenobi. And again, that could be accurate, but by my own admission, I knew nothing about this lightsaber. I just picked one up because I stumbled upon it, and I thought I was pretty lucky because at the time they were super hard to come by. And then I'll grab my Graflex. So this is, again, Roman's Prop, first generation replica. The finish on it, I think, might be a little bit more matte than when you compare it to the actual Vader saber. It's sort of akin to what you see on the Rey lightsaber. So similar to their interpretation of the Graflex. And the clamp here is made out of plastic, as is the shroud up here with a metal D-ring. So, one little feature, but detail that I liked is that the clamp card here is cut, because as I understand it, the screen-used Vader clamp card was cut, so you didn't have as many of the bubbles as you do on the Obi-Wan Kenobi. So I like that it actually has that, and you can see like it looks like it was chopped off a little bit down here. But so that's it. That is the Disney Park exclusive Darth Vader Rogue One lightsaber. Hope you guys like it.